All right, next up is the defensive line. It's a spot that the Giants have to feel good about because they have Damon Harrison occupying one of those spots for the next few years. He was everything they could have hoped for and more. I mean, he might be a bargain when you really think about how well Snacks played his first year at the Giants. Just absolutely the best run stopper in the NFL. So great luxury to have him, in the middle of your defensive line. And that brings to the question of who will be playing next to him next year. And Johnathan Hankins being an unrestricted free agent, I honestly think Snacks' dominance probably hurts Hankins' case of staying a little bit, because I don't think the Giants need another great defensive tackle. Not that they wouldn't turn it away, but just when you talk about the finances, you don't want to lock up big money in all 4 defensive line spots. And they obviously already are paying Harrison a good chunk of change. Olivier Vernon, one of the biggest paid defensive ends in the league. And then Jason Pierre-Paul is a free agent. I mean, personally, I would go after JPP harder than Hankins. I think he's a better player, more impactful. Of course, when the bidding starts, they might get priced out on JPP and then maybe settle for Hankins. But I just don't think Hankins should be a top priority if teams are going to bid the Giants up. I mean, obviously, hey, if they can get him on an affordable deal, he's been a solid player. But again, I think you have to make some hard decisions sometimes. You hope he's not the second coming of Linval Joseph, where he's going to go and really develops as next stop. But I think I'd have a hard line on Hankins. I think you can plug a guy like Jay Bromley in there. He's not a superstar, but I thought he played pretty well in the second half of last season. He's a guy who's on a cheap deal. You put him next to Hankins, I think that's a good duo. Again, just due to Snacks' dominance. And then that's where I think you would probably draft a defensive tackle. If you do lose Hankins, you're going to have to invest in an early round pick and hopefully you groom another guy to step in and become the next Hankins. So that's how to tackle the defensive tackle position. I don't think Hankins should be a priority. Almost a luxury if you're able to bring him back.